Good afternoon, and here we're going to bring you another weekly webinar, and we're going to be short today because we got a supply demand report out tomorrow, so we're going to have another one here tomorrow afternoon. But with a text yesterday and setting some price objectives and following up that on the report last night, we just want to go through a few charts with you here today and let you know what we're seeing and where we kind of put our price objectives are at. The first one right now is a December corn chart, and we put in yesterday's report. Look at selling some at 705 and some at 725. Those are the blue lines up above. If we happen to get above 725, our next target's going to be the 745 to 750 area. With the volatility, we just think it's important to have some open orders in place, okay, in case we get some spikes with this report. Again, you're probably better off placing these with some cash sales at your local elevator or where you market your grain. Another thing to do is look ahead to 2023. And what we did here in this chart is this is a December continuous chart. So in the 2021 time frame, that's D's 2021, and the 2020 time frame, that's D's 20, and in 22 right now, that is this year's crop. And right now, you've got that D's 23 sitting right at 630. And if you look back to 2021, that was about the high of the market. Therefore, if you've got quite a few of your inputs bought in here for next year's crop, this is a price level where you'd probably want to look at making a sale at. And then we would probably look at scaling in every 20 to 30 cents if we have some volatility. But looking ahead to 2023, we think it's good to take a step back and look at where a December contract is traded over the last couple of years. Here's a bean chart in front of us right now. And if I go back to July 1st, we've really traded about $13 to $15 on soybeans. We think there's some support in here as harvest is pushing the halfway point, but we're really concerned with South American production long term, and that's where we're kind of have our targets in here, 1420 to 1450 to make some more sales on this year's crop. Looking ahead to 2023, we did the same thing here as on the corn side of it. And you look back to 2021 time frame, we peaked out at 1450. Okay, this year we were well above there. Right now you got D's 23 sitting in the 1360 range. That's where you really want to look ahead in here right now and saying, hey, if we get 1380, 1390 to make a small sale at that point. The wheat market is more challenging because of the volatility and the big run-up we had, this past spring or early summer. And what we're noticing here on the charts is we've really got a good bounce back to retracement levels. You look at retracement by 38%, which is the red line, 50% is the light green line, and 62% is the purple line. If we can get a further push in here and get above 950 on December Chicago wheat, that 1014 area could be an easy target. I don't know if you want to hold cash grain much beyond there, but you can see by looking at this retracement, we're getting into more of a sell range. Here's the same thing with December KC wheat. That again failed at this 38% retracement at 1027. We've talked about on the report that if we can get a sustained push, we could see $11 wheat. The 50% retracement levels up at 1092. A quick look now at Minneapolis wheat. You can see where that is lagged behind. That same retracement level where Chicago and KC wheat are pushing are about 40 cents, 50 cents above the market right now. Minneapolis wheat will continue to lag because of the big crop up there. As we want to wrap up here today's webinar, here's just some final thoughts. With this volatility, has some price objectives in place. Our bias, if the grain's getting harvested or in the bin, you're better off having cash objectives. Keep in mind, if you sell a bunch of your inventory, you can always re-own. We think it's important now to also look ahead to 2023 while making some of these 2022 sales. If you have any questions or suggestions with upcoming webinars, let us know. I'll also be back tomorrow to update you with the USDA report. Have a great evening.